I wanted to say a few words about Cressida Dick's shameful apology to Bianca Williams, the Olympic sprinter, in reference to general policing in London. Who'd be a copper in London these days? Certainly, who'd want to be a white one? If it's not the latest colours of Maybelline and high heels and rainbow cars, it's being told by your superiors to duck in case Black Lives Matter punch you on the face while you're oppressing them. Who'd want to do that job? And who are the leaders? Who is responsible for policing in London? Cressida Dick and Sadiq Khan. Dick and Khan, of course, a great mix in other avenues of life. But in this one, despite the boxes they tick, you've got to say they're not doing the best jobs. This is where this non-apology looks so bad. How can you apologise for nothing when you don't apologise for real things? We've got out of control terrorism on the streets of London. We've got FGM being committed behind closed doors every other day. We've got the systematic rape of our little girls. We've got knife crime completely out of control. Not a dicky bird. But along comes another alleged non-victim, like Bianca Williams, and here we go. Bianca Williams is not a victim. She is paid by the white taxpayer to pursue her dreams, and to her credit, she's obviously done this effectively. She's won medals and Olympic bronze, I think, so that's great, good for her. How is she being oppressed? She's paid by the taxpayer. She joins a long list of other non-victims who are, for some reason, eager to pretend that they are victims. Wonder why that would be. Lewis Hamilton gets £85 million a day for driving a go-kart around a track. He's somehow oppressed, but only half of him, of course, because he's half white. But that's for another time. Colin Kaepernick in the States and Ilhan Omar, both raised to the pinnacle of their professions and want to shut America down. Over here we've got journalists like Afua Hirsch, Yasmin Alabai Brown, politicians like Lammy and Abbott, all the old faces. It just goes on and on. So let's look at the non-misconduct that Cressida Dick is apologising for. This event happened in Maida Vale, where a £60,000 Mercedes with tinted windows was stopped by police. Initially they tried to stop them, but the car sped off, which might arouse suspicion in a car with tinted windows when you can't see inside. So you want to be as racist as possible, but how can you? You need to check. You need to make sure you've got black people in the car so you can really be as racist as possible. The car's driving on the wrong side of the road. So good ground for stopping the car, and you've probably seen the videos, I certainly have. Zero cooperation with the police whatsoever. You've got a 3-month-old baby in the car, that's a big deal, and obviously that needs to be treated sensibly, but what does that mean? Police can't do the job, so any criminal just kidnap a kid off the street and you're laughing, off you go. These things are all to support a false narrative. You've got a non-apology, non-victims, non-misconduct. The officers have already been cleared twice. I've been referred to the Ombudsman to support this fake narrative of oppression, the Black Lives Matter thing, which under any reasonable scrutiny of the statistics doesn't stand up at all. So what's the aim here? What are we going for? You're going to have 2-tier policing in London. You're only going to stop white suspects. You're only going to have black police officers. Why would anyone bother being a police officer? And more to the point, why should any non-whites bother complying with police in the future? This is incredibly dangerous precedent. What, we're only saying that athletes and the ultra-rich can get away with anything with impunity, but other blacks, you should behave yourself. This is madness. Thanks to the Black Lives Matter movement and the relentless pushing of grievance by the media, we are in an incredibly dangerous state of the affairs in America and in England. We're on the brink of a race war here. They will not stop pushing this thing. And in times of crisis like this, we need strong leadership, crystal clear people of principles and integrity. If you're going to apologise for nothing on behalf of other people you're supposed to be supporting, when you should apologise for other things that you won't, when you kneel for a lie, you are not fit to lead. Cressida Dick, you've got to go.